sawdust troopers as it is. We are going to rebuild this trimmer line cart that I made the other day that I have not been happy with whatsoever. However, some errors were made, and that was all on me. I got to thinking about the camera and not paying attention to what I was doing. So here we go. And I will just move the camera around to let you know what's going on, and so you can see better as it goes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our braces on the ends, just like so. What I'm doing here essentially is attaching these two 2x6s together in such a way that they will be that one moved. I'm not gonna we don't want that to move. Movement bad. Let's slide that back a little bit. Alrighty. Hey there, who's watching? Not sure. Alright, great. So, alright, let's reshoot that. Good. And here goes. Here we go. That ain't gonna work. All right. All right, so we'll do our other brace, and then we'll get our ends on here. Not an overly complicated. Not an overly complicated build, but I was nervous, worried about the camera the last time I went through this, and so I made the idea, of course, being that we would come back and repair it, not knowing we would actually need to. So, hot plate out of the way. Hold on, y'all. I got to go grab a clamp. All right. Let's these used there we go. Clamp this thing out of the way. All right. Now we'll turn it around and shoot some screws in it. I use these 3-inch drywall screws because I got a bucket of them. We have Ollie's Bargain Outlet, and a few years ago they must have bought a whole lot of drywall screws in different sizes, because I got a box of 3-inch, 1.5, 1 3/4, and then some 1-inch. I'm about out of those 1-inch. I use them for everything. I guess it's not a crime to shoot the screw in straight. All right. That always goes better with a pilot hole, especially in this pressure treated stuff. Get the clamp out of the way. So now, turn this guy around. Not too bad. All right. Grab my other. Hey, you all. Jesse, Electro. How we doing, you all? Thank you for joining me. I didn't know if anybody would come at all. So, trying to do this thing a little better than I did it on my video. Not quite sure if I'm getting there, but it feels and it looks a lot better. Funny how something grows on you when you know you screwed it up. Try not to do that again. Kind of annoying that way. All right.
before we put the top plate on. I'll have to get some other screws out. So. A lot of these little shop projects are just stuff that have been annoying me for a while, and they're good content for videos because I haven't gotten to the point. As I was saying, I've not gotten to the point with this where I feel like I've gotten comfortable enough to just come in and build something on the fly. So bear with me while I work down my chore list on your time, essentially. All right, happy. Now let me get some screws out of this. Love the hardware cart. A couple things I might do differently if I rebuilt it, but it's working just fine. Although I am only halfway through alphabetizing everything, sometimes that slows me down a little bit. Alright, so pop this down here. Give you all a little turn so you can see what's going on. Give me a minute. Microphone go dead.
Go. All right. Sorry. Let's see here. My lumber is a little bowed. Actually, my lumber is a lot bowed. But it will work out just fine. But I need a bigger clamp.
All right, line up, behave, act like you got some sense, all that stuff. Anybody know, is it considered harassment to talk to wood? I think I'm guilty. little tension, and then straighten it up, and clamp it good. And there we go. There we go. All right, let's shoot a couple screws. Make sure you can see me all right. Yep, good enough. All right, there's one. Got 3 more to go. Holy moly. That thing is way jacked up. All right. It'll work. It's a hardware cart, not a church. Or a trimmer line cart, not a church. I should have quit while I was ahead. All right, down with the clamp. And one more. So, let's see here, pegboard. I'm not quite sure my old pieces of pegboard are going to fit. Nope, they're too small. Yeah. This one, which will fit one way or another, and yes, all good there. So, put that in place and shoot it. Anybody else get wigged out when they're trying to do a project and somebody's watching you and you feel like you're not holding your mouth right? All right. That ain't working for me. And then we got this one. And yes, we have passed the part where we're winging it again. For a lot of good reasons, and some just because I don't want to run to the barn and get more pegboard. Bear with me. All right. And here we go. This one. All right. So I got another piece of this black pegboard in my barn, but I'm not going out there for it. But I think we came out a little better, even though we're kind of twisted. That I can't really do anything about. Maybe kick this leg back in the other direction so it's twisted the opposite way and pulling back instead of pushing forward. But I'm really not sure it's going to do any good. I just can't seem to win with these projects. Not this stuff anyway. Well, here's the problem. It's not going to get any better. It's both bowed this way and it's twisted back this way. So it's just not going to happen. That's all right. I'll put the rollers on it and the stuff will just hang on it fine. I'll get and I got 150 of these 1-inch screws. 3, 6, 7, 8. Hey Ray, Sandy, thank you all for watching. I am sure this is a laugh fest one after the other, but it's what we got. Must be YouTube amateur hour, I guess. All right, line these back up. Now these little rollers are nice and they're easy. If you need a mobile stand and you're not going to have to take it anywhere, just, you know, move it side to side or like pull it into a space, pull it out, you know, cut some trimmer line, shove it back in. They're good. They're not expensive. I think these at Harbor Freight were like $1, $1.20, something like that. It was not expensive. And then they have those 1-inch casters that were like $2.49 or something, but I decided just to do the rollers because it's not really going to move a lot. It's either going to be in the breezeway or the barn. depending on where I move the chargers. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a better day in your shop than I'm having in mine currently, but we're getting there. So show this like watching a B-roll from a Marx Brothers video, but maybe the Stooges. Some of you may not even remember the Stooges. What is this world coming to? Alright, there we go. See what my pegboard situation is. Yeah, I have to go to the barn for a piece of pegboard. I'm not going to do that. So, anyway. But the idea is for this cart that you have your reels align here. Here, I have, if you don't remember from the video, I have one trimmer that takes a heavyweight line, and now I've got another one. They're both Ryobi. One takes this thinner stuff, the .80, and then we have a string mower that takes this wire core, and it's just it's square line, and it cuts really well, but like unknotting that stuff to put new stuff on that string mower is wow. All right, let's see here, and then we'll put winding keys. And this was a good idea, I think. Ryobi stole that one from Home Life. It works out well. I'm going to use a bigger hook though, because I don't want the hook falling off on me. And this, let's see here. Extra parts. Gonna go right here next door. And then the rest of this I will put on a lower piece of pegboard when I get it. So I think I'm going to call this one for now. Let me see. 38. Hey, we did all right. Let's hang. Y'all hear me okay? I don't know, Jesse. Sometimes I have a rough time in here. I think I'm about to get Peter principled into a lower position. No. Well, actually, I can clean up while you all are watching that paint dry. So that way, when I'm done, I'm done. Today I was a rotating sub at school, and that's a fun job. You just go into a class long enough to cover a meeting for the teacher, and so I don't have to learn any more than one joke. The kids don't have a chance to get tired of me, which is kind of good, because I'm a mess when it comes to that stuff. Let's see.
All right, there we go. What was it doing? Oh, yeah. So what are y'all up to today? Having good stuff? Build anything cool? All right, let's go one more here and get these extra. I wind up with a bunch of these things. I ordered a set that never showed up. I reordered, and then both sets showed up the same day. Like COVID happened, and then like the world lost its mind and nobody was able to function anymore. All right, we're getting there. A couple more things to hang up, but I'll need some pegboard. I'm not going to mess with that. Old Path. Hey, Alan, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you all. You missed the building, but we're getting to the shooting the breeze and acting silly part. Been a long day. See me sit on this chair, it's about to fall apart. So, anyway, turn this off a minute. All right. So, turning around here a minute. I talked about my workflow earlier. I got my router table, which I hardly ever use, and my belt sander, which I use frequently but makes a lot of dust, so you can shoot it out the door. I got the planer and the joiner there, and they're on the right side of the table saw. I had a claws there. It's my good work table. And then back there is the band saw and the laser and the drum sander. And over here will be the long mill if I ever get my table cleaned off and the rest of it set up, which here, since farmers market is over, that's going to be a whole lot easier to accomplish. Just suffer from not enough hours in my days. I guess that's common to everybody that does what we do and works a regular job also. Yeah, Alan, how's your back? Probably a bad time to tell you straighten up. June, how you doing? Let me get back in here and look at this chat. I was running my mouth and my driver and wasn't paying attention to what was going on in the chat. That's all right. Oh, we're down to 11. All the people figured out that I didn't know what I was doing. They left. That's all right. It was kind of a surprise to me, too. I don't really have anything else going on. So I think I'm going to call this right here. We're about 38 minutes. My first real live. The last time I went live, I was just on long enough to test out the microphone. Better but not complete. At least you can walk with. Well, good news, but and pray for your rapid healing. That is, back trouble is rough. They have any idea what you did or just strain it? Oh, I was rebuilding my trimmer line stand that I did in my last video and kind of messed up. And it grated on my nerves for a couple of days, so I decided I was going to go back and rebuild it. But these piece of pressure treated 2x4 are both bowed like this, and it's got a twist like that. So neither way that I could put it on would make it really any better. But it's a better width. I need to go to the barn and get some more pegboard, and I'm not going to do that tonight because there's some digging involved, and I don't feel like doing it. Just coming back from my anniversary trip, we got back yesterday evening, and I think we were both thankful to be home, and my wife was certainly glad my daughter picked up the spatula and had dinner going when we came in. That made a good evening for her. She did the driving. I have really bad stigmatism. I need to have cataract surgery, and so driving with me is an adventure. And it was a 2.5-hour drive, and in rainy weather, it's kind of. I think she decided that I needed a break because I do all the driving everywhere we go. Pinched nerve. Ouch. I've done that. I have sciatica all the time. Well, not all the time, but enough of the time. All right, I need to have mine done in the summertime because I teach through the year. I'm a full-time substitute teacher, and we don't get sick leave or anything, so I need to do it in the summertime so I don't have to miss you know, regular work. And like usually I have all my stuff made for the farmer's market ahead of time. So usually in the summer, I'm not in the shop unless I need to personalize something, or if somebody asks for something I can just throw together. But usually out here it's about 100 degrees on a 90-degree day. Really? My mother had it 2 years ago, and they told her that she couldn't drive for 2 weeks. What time, old pal? Yeah, if you message me the time, I would like to do that, and Paula would enjoy that also. Andy, hey, how's it going? Andy Ziley, Burning Edge Laser Works. He does awesome laser stuff, and he doesn't mind me asking him 100 dumb questions at a time. That's awesome, Ray. I hope mine goes that way. I need to have the cataracts done, and then I'm going to have them do the lens to correct the stigmatism and the farsightedness. It won't help with the lazy eye, but it'll clean up my vision a lot. 5 or 6, well, we'll be home. That's usually dinner time, so we'll just turn on the YouTube. Which is not something that is irregular at all. We believe in YouTube University. We don't watch a lot of regular TV. Andy, you missed the building. It was kind of a comedy of errors, but I rebuilt my trimmer line stand. I'll set a reminder, Alan, because I think that would be very interesting. I appreciate all of you coming. I think I'm going to call it for now because I got some things to do. Get ready for school tomorrow, teaching math. Teacher's a friend of mine. I've already got my lesson plans. So I'm going to call it. And thank you all for coming. Have a good one.